All right, we're back and we're playing some Elden Ring. I gotta tell you, check this out. I got 298,000 souls. You know why? I summoned to help people with the Millennia fight, okay? 98% of the hosts were killed in mere seconds. But one host and I managed to beat Melania, and we got like 170,000 souls or something like that. And then also I helped people kill Loretta a little earlier in the Hollig tree. So that took a while. It took a long time to get like summoned at that area, but I think that's worth like 80,000 souls a pop or something like that. Like, it's crazy. So I'm definitely taking these levels, because I mean, pride comes before the fall, man. Like, we deserve, we need this to make our life a little bit easier, for sure. That's not to say that I think we're under-leveled. I see you in chat. It's more just to say that I think, you know, trying to maximize for, like, my own comfort here a little bit. Plus, I earned this killing Melania, so, like, you know, don't at me. I keep pumping some levels into Dex as well, because with Dex being, like, up here, believe it or not, first off, we get better damage scaling, which is crazy. But also, we can now take off Radagon's Scar Seal if we wanted. Obviously, it causes us like a problem with all of our stats, but it could allow us to place another talisman on ourselves. Is there another talisman that appeals to me greatly right now? Not really. But it's nice to know for the future. Maybe the hammer talisman. I don't know what the pizza cutter is now that I think about it. Maybe the Godfrey icon. Ritual shield talisman. For what purpose? Anyway, for now we're going to keep the Radagons on, but we now don't have to, which is nice. All right. Look, I'm doing one more attempt just because we're here already, and then we're going to wait, did I level? Yes, I have 2,000 souls. And then we're going to go elsewhere to do some easier stuff before we come back here. My beloved, by the way. It's a my beloved %. Now, you can't just brainless jump attack on this one. You got to use big brain jump attack. Did you hear that? Was that in-game or... Oh, it's because Ruka jumped on my damn printer. What the hell? Get off my scanner, man. It's tax season. Okay, wait for it. So far, so good, right? Maybe that's a little copium, but I feel like we use one flask. We're feeling okay. That was an embarrassing hit. Still good damage. I'll take it. It was only a one-tapper, but I'll take it. Gotta be patient here. Then. That's as good as that's ever gonna be. Plus, we got appraised. Don't care, didn't ask. Plus, we just got appraised. That's terrible news, but at least we stopped her. I'm going in. Hitboxes. Crusher. Pizza. Don't do it. Okay, that's the best phase 1 we've ever had by far. Like, without a doubt. Not even close. What? What the hell just happened, man? I thought I was running away from her as fast as I could. Maybe I was sidestepping. Was it hubris? I got my ass kicked like 100 times. Literally, the fastest I've ever done it is not hubris. That's like saying, like, I was ass before. Look at how easy it was to set a Guinness Book of World Records that was like, you know, null before. Don't even try it. There's no Sasuke in here. Okay, this is for real the last one though. And it's going like it's the last one as well. Hello, Squeaks, by the way. I see you. Squeaks, you would love this, by the way. I said that Red Lobster can't raise their prices because most of their clientele is on a fixed income. And then Hambuster, too, noted celebrity from your chat, tried to cancel me by saying that's pretty fucked up. So then in chat, I replied and said, at Hambuster, fixed income means they're old, not they're poor. Take an economics class. And then I hit the enter button to send it. And then I said, or you could just go back to Squeak's chat and spam ha 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 ha. And I felt adrenaline coursing through my veins. On a Monday, to feel that kind of streamer power is very rare. Normally, it takes until Friday to become that disillusioned that you snap. And start talking about pepperoni. By the way, I had my comeuppance in the pepperoni discussion. Because on last night we went to the grocery store and I was like, hey, Kate, is there anything you're feeling for dinner? And she said, you were talking about pizza and pepperoni so much on Friday. I think I'm craving a pepperoni pizza. Which is nice because I got to eat a pepperoni pizza that I made, you know, parts of it myself. I'm dead. I'm not dead. But, you know, did force me to, you know, experience the comeuppance of my hubris. Okay, it's a nasty fight so far. She's been a little sneaky. I'm dead. That's a tough one. I'm not dead, but she's not dead either. So we're facing problems. Do those attacks that are easy to dodge, like that one where you use like a blade flurry. I believe it's called River Song's Dance. Yeah, this one. Just another easy one like that. That wasn't as bad as it could be. Help. Beautiful. Okay. I mean, just to see phase 2 is a blessing. Then you got to hit her with the pizza cutter. I had to learn a little better, honestly, to help as a she's not bleeding. I had to learn a little better to help as a summon, by the way, because the pizza cutter does not stagger her as easily in co-op, which makes a lot of sense. Give her one more. Don't give her one more. Get the hell out of there. That one's faster than you think. So is her recovery afterwards. Beautiful. Okay. We get phase 2 again. That feels great. Phase 2 again. That feels great. Now let's at least learn something from this. Now don't do what every host does and run in here and get Scarlet Rot immediately. Hey, Ghost Wizzy. Thanks for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. I'm going in. We gotta be aggressive. What if we just spam her with the pizza, man? Okay. Honestly, she's more hurt than I would have expected. Do an attack I know how to dodge, please. Great double sip. Okay. Holy cow. That's a tough one. I'm sipping. 3 flasks. That's a good opportunity to learn something. What the hell's going on? Oh, man. She was sending like 7 different dudes after me. Okay, let's get the hell out of here. Where do I go to make progress in the game that is not here? So it's been asked a couple of times. I've not fought Mog. And I have not, well, like, let me just tell you, okay? So I've not gone to the sewers. And I also have not gotten I haven't gotten deeper into the Stanley Cup where you fight the fire giant. I don't remember the name of the area. There's also a green swamp at the edge of the Altus Plateau. You talking about you can go down here perhaps? Green? Well, we were here. Didn't we go here? I thought we went here. Yeah, that doesn't, I mean, this doesn't look like a swamp to me. This looks like a Carcassonne tile. But if you say that's a swamp, then sure, that's a swamp. You say it's a swamp, I say it's a swamp. We need to travel due north. Okay. Boss here is effing hard. I hope that because we have trained in the fires of millennia, we might be a little bit better off now. Am I going? I'm going into this area. I'd need to go up the elevator, perhaps. How long did it take to kill Millennia? It's an indeterminate length of time. We were there mere seconds ago. Millennia was the name of the person that I just fought. By the way, I was part of a Twitter controversy. Someone tried to put me on blast this weekend. They got 2 likes. I said, honestly, hosts have a better success rate at Melina than they do at Crucible Warrior and Misbegotten, and I'm not even joking. And then someone replied, after all the discussions you had about not getting spoiled, you now chose to spoil the game. Now I know that you fight Melina. To which somebody replied, I think he just got the name of the boss wrong. To which I then replied, who the fuck is Melina? There's an NPC in this game named Melina? She's the maiden? George R.R. Martin used more than 3 letters to name your NPCs challenge 2022 impossible. She's the first NPC you meet? She's absolutely not. You meet a dude in a chair who tells you to fall down to get to the tutorial. You meet a dude with a mask who says no bitches. And if you're Chib, you murder him and then lose the infinite invasion item until you get to Volcano Manor later. Yeah, Santa Claus with a fishing rod. So worth. She does not give you the horse before the tutorial. If you're a good gamer and you spend 8 hours on Tree Sentinel because you have honor, then you don't get the horse until you're like halfway through the game. If you rode past all that shit because you're like a complete coward, then yeah, you probably meet her like instantly. You meet her in a cutscene? That's not meeting. I don't have. If I meet someone in a dream, I'm not like, guess who I had dinner with last night. You gotta meet her in a conscious corporeal state. Yeah, it was Andre. It's always Andre. It's always Wallace Shawn. And the other guy from my dinner with Andre, who is also famous, but I don't remember his name. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Hey, Ruka. What the heck? Are you gonna explode with some sort of cloud of miasma? I mean, I'm doing 1,800 damage to you in a single hit. I'm not sweating it. Go ahead, scare me. Neutralizing Bolossus. Check this out. Owned. I don't even remember the boss here. I'm just telling you, if you just search the dictionary of your brain for something that starts with a G, an R, or an M, you're probably gonna remember. I don't know that for a fact yet. That's why I respect the Crucible Warrior. He's the only boss in the game who is A, not named M, G, or R, and also is not a variant of a tree. What the heck are you doing? You're summoning something to take me down? You're trying to inflict me with madness? He's kind of a tree. Like, he's stout, like a mighty oak, if that's what you're thinking. He has tree armor. His shield has a tusk on it, like a horn. You have a tree confused with the animal from the African savanna known as a rhinoceros. Tusky. I hope if Crucible Warrior's name is actually like, why in my head I was like GR. How about Greg Miller? If Crucible Knight's actually named Greg Miller, I'm gonna flip my freaking lid, man. Go ahead, spit on me. I like it. Glass shard. Boss? Bossa? Crucible Knight? Wow, we are not supposed to be here right now. We are here so early. You're nothing. You stink. Samurai required a head. Didn't expect arms? That would be a great reference for a mimic, but... Oh, it's an arm. Wait, is this Melina's prosthesis? If I use this weapon against Melina, she takes emotional damage? It's for a different NPC. This one's called Millicent. It's just ridiculous, man. This is like, you know, going to school in the 90s. And, like, I had, like, 7 Ashleys in my class. Like, show some originality. I honestly don't care if you poison me. No, I was before the era where the Ashleys had different spellings. Like, I was pre ASHLEIGH, ASHLEE, you know. They were all ASHLEY. But it would you would sometimes be in a class, there would be like 2 Ashley K's. Like, you had to, when you were doing roll call, you actually had to say like their entire legal name. A lot of Christians. I went to school with a lot of Christians. Ryans were also, usually there was 0 to 1 other Ryan in my class. I'm not trying to say I have the most unique name of all time. Definitely, occasionally I would run into another Ryan in class. I feel like Ryan has fallen by the wayside a little bit. I hate, you can name your kid whatever you want, okay? I'm not one of those people, like, I think you can have a unique name that isn't, like, gonna lead to your kid getting cyberbullied. But every time I go to activity gym, There's a lot of, like, very rarely do I meet a child with a name that I would describe as so conventional it's in the memory easily. Instead, you know, it's always like, you know, Grayson and Daniel, it's bubble time. Grayson, Daniel, Jacksonia. Braxton Hicks. Which is fine. Again, it's just a name. Nobody's gonna get cyberbullied for Grayson. But just once, I'd like to eat like a... Or meat, sorry. I don't eat people. That's like a Jeffrey Dahmer, Mike Tyson sort of thing. Just once, I would like to meet a parent at activity gym. And they're like, oh, my daughter is named... what's a normal lady name now? Melania? Jennifer? Perfumer's Cookbook. Sarah? I don't know, like, what's a common... If you're, like, 20, what's the most common female name? Because when I was in school, there's no doubt, it was Ashley, Emily, Elizabeth, like crazy. We have, like 4 Emilys per class, easy. Jessica. Knew some Jessicas back in the day. Sarah's pretty common. Anybody here teach ESL in Korea? There's a much narrower pool of English names that... I don't know where I'm going. That people use for ESL students, for sure. So you meet as a teacher, you meet a lot of Sally, Sarah, Sam, and Sean. A lot of Kates, it's true. It didn't even hurt or whatever. You would genuinely have classes sometimes, and there would be like 8 kids, and 3 of them would be named Sarah. Clean rod helm. Which again doesn't matter at all because like I'm so wary of like feeling like when I have a good opinion I have to apologize for it because it sounds like I'm just farming bastes. But I always thought it was wild when the kids in South Korea, like, they have to take an English name in English class. I'm like, just make the English teachers do the slightest bit. Like, the kid is not named Sean. You know, they're named, like, Tae-yun or something like that. Why can't I just call him Tae-yun? It's not like when I moved to Korea, they were like, oh, to work at this school, you gotta be named Sung-ri or something like that. They were like, your name is Ryan. It's just weird. Really, what I'm saying is I'm just jealous that I was never given a Korean name. So that I could introduce myself and be like, hi, I'm Ryan, but my Korean name is Hyuna. We had Spanish names? Yeah, but wasn't like, we had names in French class as well. But like, in French class, they would just give you, they would translate whatever your English name was. So I was always just called Ryan in French class because there was like no direct French translation. It's not like when we went to, or when the Korean kids got English names, it wasn't like, oh, Tae-yun translates to Tim. We were just like, guess what, motherfucker, you're Sean now. Forever. If you go to an American school and choose to make a life in America after college, guess what? You're Sean for the rest of your life. Elmer of the Briar. Oh, you're like a Crucible warrior, man. What's up with that? Sasuke? This is a classic little bit of Souls combat. I don't even need the camera to know what's happening here. Oh, this is the Darth Vader. Hello, Darth. Okay, he's still kind of strong. I just like to heal twice so we can fight for real. I'm gonna die. A lot of Elamers in my high school class. Confirmed you go to school in Caelid. Free Schmurda. Okay. That's it? And now for a little me time. Look, this boss I should have fought earlier. Oh, there's a grace right here. How about that? Is this whole place is done? That's it? Stop that. Okay, like, look, I don't know how many times I gotta go through this. I'm not actually upset, but, like, at the same time, people are like, you can do the sewers now or Mog. Okay, I don't know where the fuck Mog is. You're basically asking me, like, how am I gonna get to, like, Alpha Centauri? Like, I don't know. I don't know what that... Mog is not a location on the map. He's in the sewers? Or the left corner of the snowfield. Mog? He's under. Mog? Somewhere in the vicinity of Mog. Something in the way she mugs me. How good are the drums on Something by the Beatles? It's not normally what you would think of as like a as a drum heavy song, because it's not like, you know, Geddy Lee, Neil Peart, Alex Lifeson ripping up Lester B. Pearson International Airport. But when it goes dum 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 dum, Ringo showed up that day. That day, he was the best singer in the band, for sure. I mean, the best drummer. Sorry, not singer. He's not the best singer in the band. I would probably give that one... I'd still give it to Paul, quite frankly. Don't shoot me with bolts of lightning or whatever. Mog? What's going on in here? The Yellow Annex Ruins? Well, I guess we're gonna do this. Yeah, yo. Madness. By the way, today's the NHL trade deadline. If the gamers watching could please let me know. Oh, fair enough. When the Canucks sell everybody on the team. No bait, please. No, I have no emotional attachment, even to the players that I have jerseys of. If they're gone, man. Like, honest, maybe yesterday I would have had some emotion there, but after you lose to the Buffalo Sabres, sell the whole damn team as far as I'm concerned. I know it was in overtime. I know the Sabres have got to win, you know, some games annually, but, like, be sellers, please. Quinn Hughes to New Jersey confirmed. Jay, no trolling, please. No trolling. If we, like, Hughes is untouchable, okay? Not according to me. I think Hughes, Demko, and Pedersen have a nil chance to move. But if we traded Hughes, I would only be mad, and I'm being serious when I say this, I would only be mad if he didn't go to the Devils. He deserves if he's gonna get traded, he deserves to play with his brothers. We had our twins, you know. They're Vancouver sports legends. I would rather we kept Quinn Hughes, unless we got a whale of a haul. But if he has to go anywhere, I'd rather he could play with his brothers, of course. I love this for me. You're so slow. What do you got? The Eye of Yellow? Can't you hear me yella? She's putting me through hella. Yella. What the hell? Help, help. Surprise. Check this out. Surprise. Oh, oh, oh. Nice try. Thanks for killing that other dude for me that I didn't even know was there, you dummy. I love games. I love gaming. It's gonna work. I just hope my weapon doesn't degrade. Thank you, thank you. Okay. How fucked up is it that they made a second Pacific Rim and they didn't take the layup and call it Atlantic Rim, dude? Instead, they called it Pacific Rim Upsize, or Uprising, not Upsizing. They could have called it Atlantic Rim. That would have been so much cooler than just adding a meaningless word to the title, like Uprising. You're not wrong. I've long beaten the drum. Even cool move, actually. I've never seen Now You See Me, but the fact that they called the sequel Now You See Me 2 instead of Now You Don't is like, it just tells me everything I need to know. You taught the fire giant everything he knows. What the hell? Atlantic Rim is the title of the ripoff? Well, I'm glad somebody took advantage of it at least. Now You See Me sucks ass. I always get Now You See Me and 21 confused. Like, in one of them is the MIT card counting one. And then the other one, they use magic to rob banks or casinos. Is that correct? Whoa. 21 is the Jim Carrey one. No, that's the number 23. That's a different movie. Jim Carrey, Virginia Madsen. Virginia Madsen, 80s it girl, comes back to the forefront of Hollywood with Alexander Payne's mid-2000s classic Sideways. I'm not drinking any fucking Merlot. Follows it up with the number 23 starring Jim Carrey. Has not been heard from since. Hoping that a few agents got fired over the course of that career move. Nice try. Nice try. Who even wants to drink Merlot? Look, I was 16 when Sideways came out, but it's like a Reddit classic today I learned. It's like Merlot sales after Sideways plummeted like 60% year over year and never recovered. At least to this date. Now, when people think of Merlot, they don't think of like a red wine. They think of Paul Giamatti, who's a snob in the movie, going, I'm not drinking any fucking Merlot. And then they're like, well, if it's not good enough for Paul Giamatti, it's not good enough for me. Melania's Garden? You massively overestimate the popularity of the movie. Go, just search on Google. Search Sideways Merlot sales. And then tell me what you see. Mr. Sanguine? Oh, whoa! Well, your name's Sanguine, so I'm thinking you probably bleed. I'm out of FP. Because I killed all those damn giants, man. %2 decrease over 4 years. That's 60% with inflation. You got to adjust for inflation. This game's so hard. Just kidding. It's pretty easy. Oh, thank you, thank you. Bear? Look for portal near cliff. Okay, thank you, thank you. Look for portal near cliff. Oh, I see some... Is this an Everjail? Hello. That's not an Everjail. That's just a dude. I've waited here for you, Everjail. Go ahead, coach. Put me in. I'm ready. I'm not a huge Foo Fighters guy. Everlong, great song though, no question about it. Everlong is a great song in my opinion. I'm not anti Foo Fighters, okay? Mogwai's Palace? What the hell? I like Monkey Wrench well enough. I mean, I like My Hero is okay. Basically, like, I'm not a huge fan of anything the Foo Fighters did from, basically from All My Life onwards. That was just my personal jumping off point from the Foo Fighters, which is fine. You know, I was definitely out by the time people started getting the best of them. That was Casey and JoJo. It is also Casey and JoJo. My second favorite Casey and JoJo song after Crazy from Save the Last Dance. I'm going crazy, 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 just thinking about you, baby. Did a Sam Yo ride the other day that had My Hero. Guess what? Me too. He does love to play the Foo Fighters. Not as much as he loves to play Def Leppard, but certainly they're a go-to. Ooh. I'm going 20 decks, man. Send me. Can we get a message check? Okay, 1 second. I'm actually stunned. So we're almost at 30 on this one, but I am stunned that none of our messages that taught people how to get through that section with the invisible bridges have any messages or any upvotes. That's actually like... I'm so embarrassed. Oh, you guys are popping, huh? Nobody even finds that section? That's what everybody needs, a chat on their side, man. Stop waking up the other dudes. I could just deal with like a couple of you. Sorry. Ruka, you want to leave, buddy? Hold on. Okay, you came in. Don't forget that part. You're the one who came in here. What are you doing? Oh, you're just chilling. Okay, I got no problems with you. How messed up is it that Twitch had the chance to make a cute cat emote? They could have called it Meowie, like Wowie, but instead They called it Cool Cat. The answer is, it's fucked up. Wow, he's a better Twitch TV emote? False, I think. Wait, no, maybe you're right. Maybe Franker Z is the one I was thinking of. They could have called it Feline Z. It's not as good, I guess. Not false? Dude, you guys are gonna make me get like that other better Twitch TV. Was it called like 7 TV or something like that? Because now, when I'm in Squeak's chat and he says, okay, come on guys, I'll light you up. I get to type wide people hi, but then I think yeah, but 7 TV, yeah, that is what has stare and smoke time. I don't have smoke time because I'm only on better Twitch TV. I don't want to install any more browser extensions though. I mean, it's not like that big of a deal, but just like in general. Can't they just like get rolled up like every other app over the last 20 years? Can't they just like consolidate for the purposes of creating shareholder value? Somber 9, that's crazy. Taxes, Monka S. Bro, I had a great moment, actually. So I did, like, more tax stuff this weekend. I know I said I did my taxes in February. I did, but it's kind of like, it's an ongoing thing, you know? Because here's one thing they don't tell you that's so fucked up. You could do your taxes in February, but half of those dudes are not even sending you the forms that you need until March. It's a damn scam, man. Why would you do your taxes in January if you got a bunch of forms that don't come until March? But I had a great moment this weekend where in the Discord, I said, you guys ever think about how fucked up it is that the deadline for filing tax this year in Canada is April 1st, but then banks don't have to send you your tax forms until March 31st? And then Corey said, actually, the deadline's like April 30th this year. And I was like, I think you're wrong, Corey. And then I looked it up. He was damn right. But then, so what I could have done is procrastinated a little more. But instead I said, you know what? Let's take this as a blessing. And I got the forms I needed to get anyway, at least the ones that were available. And then just did it, and instead got the satisfaction of it having been done early. Help. 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 Truly an adult moment. It felt nice. Also, I was procrastinating. I was like, I'm gonna get all those forms and fill out my spreadsheets on Sunday night. But then I was like, oh, but the new Spider-Man's out for video on demand-based purposes right now. So instead, I did it in the afternoon when my baby was napping so that my wife and I could watch Spider-Man last night. I gotta say, Spider-Man was good. Like, I've been a little bit unmarveled for a bit. Shang-Chi was good, but didn't really tickle my imagination. Black Widow, I thought, was aggressively mediocre. Spider-Man, though, it brought me back a little bit. And the previews of Doctor Strange 2 look incredible. That movie does, you know, it looks like it does what I want from Marvel movies, which is essentially just keep raising the stakes unsustainably. And eventually setting me up for disappointment, but just pushing it further and further down the line. The Batman was really good. So we saw it this weekend. I enjoyed it. Especially, like, the first half of the movie. I was like, I really like this. Now, this is not the Batman's fault, necessarily. I do think that for where I'm at in my life right now, it was too fucking long. It wasn't really slow. Like, I wasn't like, not enough shit is happening. If anything, though, by the end of the movie, I was almost like too much shit has happened that, like, it's almost like it's like 2 movies shoved in one, which is fine. Like, again, I enjoyed it and I was entertained. But, it was just like, by the end of it, I was like, I'm ready. I was ready for it to be over before it ended. Let's put it that way. Which, again, is not really like a knock. Okay, rip my souls. That's fine. The greatest message appraisal of all time. Then, like, so Spider-Man was also like 2 hours and 20 minutes long, but I was watching it at home, which made the experience like a lot easier. Like, I looked at my phone a couple of... You're strong. I'm dead. Yeah. I looked at my phone a couple of times. I went to the bathroom. I got some water. I ate some pirate's booty. Like, that was just an easier experience as a result. Not that I didn't have a good time at the theater. I'm just saying. I did also watch Turning Red. But I was on baby duty, so I only saw, like... I saw it through the corner of my eye. Turning Red was also really good. Great movie. Would recommend. Also, I think, like... I know it's a bad take. Like, you shouldn't have, like, corporate loyalty. But there's a catch here. My catch is... I think Pixar has gotten a lot of goodwill from me for still releasing their movies digitally. It's just so much easier. I mean, like, it makes sense because, like, most of the people watching Pixar movies are, like, you know, they're watching them with their kids. But, like, the fact that I was able to watch Turning Red on my own time at home, no babysitter, you know, if the baby was upset or crying, then I can just, you know, deal with that. Like, I enjoy that. Big ups for that. Now, if only WB felt the same way about the Batman, I would have paid. I mean, I know not everybody's in the same position here with the kids and the babysitter and the so on and the so forth, but help me. It probably, like, legitimately cost us like $200 to watch the Batman. I would have paid like $40 to watch it at home, and all involved parties would have come out happier as a result, I think. It's a spicy area, man. I'm not sure if you've noticed. Where's your friend? Where's your friend? Where's your friend, though? You got a summoner somewhere? $200? What the hell? Yeah, we had to pay the babysitter because the movie was 4 hours long. I saw it for $18 plus popcorn. Obviously, you don't have a child, which is fine. Obviously, you don't own an Aeron. $30 for 2 adults for tickets, $20 for concessions, $10 for parking, $130 for the babysitter. Can somebody please help me? My family is starving at the Cineplex Odeon. Stop paying your babysitter? No, that's my candle budget. Excuse me? Wait, runes? Runes? Any runes? I'm not fighting this. This was designed by a sadist. Those were not my runes. That was some sacramental blood. I'm not getting those back. Just embrace that. That's the faster you embrace that, the faster we can move past it. Big ups, by the way. Big ups to the UX designers for making you pick up a sacramental bud instead of your runes when you have a choice between the two. Anyway, Kvip, thank you for the gifted subscriptions, by the way. Thank you, thank you. I pay my babysitter $5 an hour. Chat, get him. $5 an hour? Are you in a, is this a time machine? Are you like, are you talking to us from like 1983? I'm leaving. Hello, speaking to you from 1940. The Mogwin Dynasty Mausoleum. I'm just a notch in your bedpost. You're just a line in a song. Fogwall? Mogwall? I'm sorry, these guys were just vibing. They weren't doing anything. Oh, no. Oh, no! Dark Souls 3? Dark Souls 3? Little Dark Souls 3? Newman! Whatever, if I bleed, I don't care. Like, it's honestly comeuppance for all the bleeding that I have inflicted upon others. Hello? You know, I got an idea. Oh no, blood loss. What the hell? Pretty much the perfect enemy for that. I'm gonna guess that that loot was kind of ass. I hope, at least. These dudes aren't even getting into the damn church. How embarrassing is that? They didn't get tickets. They're just happy to be in the same vicinity. Good luck. Try light and then blood loss required ahead. I mean, in a dark area, leaving a message that says try light is like... Hello. It's basically like leaving a message on the sidewalk that says, like, remember to breathe. Okay. Easiest boss in the game. Probably the easiest boss of all time. Hello, my merchant friend.
Are you here as a customer?
Haven't had any customers lately. Stone sword keys are a given. I'll take 2 of those.
I must apologize.
Still gets more numbers than your comments. That's true. I mean, I feel like I've left some good messages in this game. I'm like eternally upset that the highest upvoted message I've ever gotten is just before a shortcut that you can't miss. Leaving a message that says, shortcut ahead, therefore joy, oh joy. I debased myself, and all I got were these 30 upvotes. What's this guy pointing at? Tell me, did I must have missed an area in here, maybe? Man, your sense of direction? I mean, normally in real life, I'm like navigating a city that's designed by a sane person. I'm not navigating a twilight cave created by the natural machinations of the mole people. Like, if you ask me how to get to the parking lot for Pacific Center, it's easy mode, man. Like, I would probably say, you're going to want to, like, turn left at West Pender, and then you just follow West Pender until Howe. It's a one-way street, so you turn left. You can even do it on a red light, as long as nobody's coming, because it's a one-way. And then there you go. You got a left entrance to the Pacific Center right there. You got nothing to worry about. If you're like, where do I go in this cave? I'm like, I don't know. I'm not a worm. Unlike, you know, apparently some people in chat that are like, it's easy. I'm not an annelid. If you cut me in half, I will not turn into two individuals. Or you could just take the SkyTrain. I mean, you could take the SkyTrain if you want. That's also plausible. In that case, you just want to get off at Granville Station. That's an easy one. Do you know that, though? Yes, absolutely. You can go check it. Granville, come on, there's a gimme, man. Granville Station is part of the Pacific Center. Instead of going up the escalator to, you know, go to the St. Regis Hotel and Bar, you go right, and you're actually in the Pacific Center. It's like you don't even know what you're talking about, and you're trying to, like, brag. You're trying to say you know more about Vancouver geography than me. Maybe Burnaby geography. I would probably bet on that. Vancouver geography, unlikely. Hold on, I gotta see what this is. Let there be help me. Let there be help me. Really? I just failed the vibe check. This is just mean, man. Roll it back, roll it back, roll it back, roll it back. I did see, not only did I see it, I showed Kate the cameo that somebody got of the Vancouver Canucks announcer, giving me a shout out and then also asking how I feel about defrosting sandwiches in your armpit. He was first off, it was very surreal to hear that voice talking at all and not adding a woo at the end of it. But also, he was a great sport, man. He really went for it. That was not like a half-ass cameo where he just read a script. He was being, like, fairly sincere. He's a professional guy. I gotta hand it to him. You're a boss. How embarrassing for you. You're already dead. Put some stank on it. That's so good. Almost as if he talks for a living. Yeah, but if I was doing cameo, I would probably half-ass it. Hey, heard you're a big fan. Happy birthday. You know, I'm pumping out like 3 of these today before breakfast. See you later. Have a good one. Sport. Maybe I would, maybe I wouldn't. I don't know. The one you did for Chib was great. Yeah, but that was for free, for sport. Where's my lift? My lift? Because your kiss is on my lift. No, you do not have my permission to clip that for your friend. That would be stealing from my cameo. Peloton update today. 30-minute 2000s ride. I think my output was 345. Pretty good. I didn't feel like a PB today. I was happy to just crank out some pretty good output. Deep lore ahead. Last boss has one arm. This guy's got one arm. Oh no, it's just gonna be arms, isn't it? It's gonna be non-stop arms. He's gonna be a man made of blood. Is gonna be a dog made of blood?
Dearest Mikola.
Yo, here we go again. When's Michelina's?
You must abide alone a while.
Your head looks like
Honor
the mess of cables under my desk.
to the birthplace of our dynasty.
Mog, Lord of Blood. Okay, let's see what you do. First off, I'll tell you what I do. Take a little sip. Toss a little My Beloved at him. In bed with your wife. Ooh, okay. Little nasty hit there. Lighting me on fire. I see how it is. Take a quick little sip, but you don't realize I'm learning. Hold on, I hear it shrieking outside. Is the shrieking laughter or upsetness? I don't know yet. Okay, one second. My wife needs my help. I'll be back in just 1 sec.